Hello everyone, Tanak here. Welcome to episode 45 of Building My Industrial Empire in EVE Online. We will start with the usual progress report. If you add the value of my characters plus the corporation, we are now at 76.9 billion ISK. Here, Tanak is at 42.5, Erica is at 4, Gunzaros is at 25.2, Gunzaros Holding is 4.9 billion. Here I have the detail. So what you will see, Tanak got like 2 billion this week. About half of this is mine because I have on Tanak an Orca that is being sold for the corp. So I don't know if it's recorded in the corp or my own, but I think that should be it because I got about 1 billion worth of incursion money this week. So aside from that, the rest, the corporation ran like a huge mining fleet where we should have gotten 1 billion more, plus we got some donation, but mineral price dropped a little bit this week, so that might have impacted it. But I think that the biggest difference is that Orca that I'm holding for the corp. At least that's where I think. I haven't like they dug deep into the numbers. So aside from that, what else? Well, obviously we're consuming some fuel each week. We had a huge stockpile. I think we still have like 3-4 weeks left of fuel. I'm like throttling what we put in the station, so if I need to, for some reason I need to move it around, I don't want to have like too much fuel in advance in the stations. What else? Okay, we'll do with standard format. Usually I talk about the channel first. So channel has gained about 80 subscribers since last week, which is a lot. I think it's the biggest week I ever had. I think that once I passed like 1,000, I might be getting higher in the search algorithm or something, but a lot of you started following the story this week. I don't know if you're catching up from the start or not, but welcome on board, guys, and hope we will have fun together. Anyway, so I did the network update. HR, if I go in the corporation here, you can see that I'm now at 112 members, so that's 6 more than last week. We have some recruitment in progress. Member here. And again, you can see that these are like active member that log regularly and a few that are inactive that I need to clean up, but most of the corp has logged in the last week. We are still continuing to recruit and grow. I mean, that was always our goal from the start. But as you'll see, we're starting to get into some weird situation because of our size. Now, industrial operation, we did run 1 mining fleet this week for the corp, which we cleaned about 1 billion worth of mineral. I'm still holding on my Charon that we wanted to sell because the price haven't caught up yet. I don't know if they will. I mean, sometime the market doesn't fall through. If you look at, do I have it here? My marketer here. Okay. Like you see that the Orca price, when the mineral went up, they climbed a lot, and then they dropped a little bit during this week, and they're starting to stabilize at a higher level. Like they went from maybe like 800, 900 bill maybe to 1.2, and now they're pretty much stabilized at that. And now if you look at, let's say, a freighter like this one, you look at the price history. the climb has been like a lot less. Well, no, yeah, no, it's still gain. Maybe 300. Yeah, it did climb a little bit in price. So they weren't probably not that profitable before. If you go with an obelisk, I'm just going through various freighter here just to see. As you see, the climb here is like a lot more pronounced, and basically the part to build an obelisk and a charon are like 90% the same. So for some reason that one climbed like 500 mil, but the other one climbed by about 250 maybe. So like market is supply and demand, what people buy, the volume, there's a lot of stuff that play into it. So anyway, all that to say that I haven't sold it yet. I do have an Orca that was finished and that is on sale right now. I also, let me just, I'm not doing anything serious, just passing time while I'm talking to you guys. Like I said, we're running into some kind of problem because of our size. Because even though as a corp, I'm producing like about 2 or 3 industrial capital per week, what we have now here in Beke, you can see that the system cost index is now at 2.66. And if you look at all of Genesis here, there's only one other system that is higher than us in Genesis, because this one is not in Genesis, is Atrine. We passed Monarch. Atrine, I went there, there's 2 other Raitaru and an MPC station, so, and it's ISEC, so there's probably like a lot more builders. So as a single corp, you can see that we clearly have impacted the system significantly, where this is now like the biggest industrial system in Genesis. So I can probably claim the title of biggest industrial corp in Genesis. Let me just try something for fun. Financial report. No, that's not January that I wanted. Which one I want? August 2020. Do I get all of them? Okay, because yeah, this is the September report. And September report, if you look at the total production value, just for fun, total production value by region in September, Genesis, you're at 605 billion ISK. And if you look the month before where we weren't there, that would be the August one. And so we were at 605, and this one here, total production value, 535. So can I claim all of that for our corp? Probably not, but the production value of Genesis has increased by 70 billion this month, and that month we were there like half of the month, maybe in September. So we're moving the needle on a regional scale, which is pretty cool to see. So anyway, I don't know if I mean, probably I'm probably probably that most of that climb is not due to our intervention, but still, it's nice to think that you're moving the needle on a global scale. What else? Yeah, that's it. So the system cost in Beke is getting like higher. What it does mean though is whenever I click build on an Orca, we're now having to pay like around 26 million to just to launch the build job, the final build job on the Orca, plus build costs on all the part. So it does start to eat in our profit. I mean, we're losing 2.6% of our margin, of our 2.6% of the total price of the item, the total production cost, which is significant on our margin. So we're probably making around 10% less selling those Orca right now. Because of that cost index. So what it does mean, though, from a corp perspective, and then I'm talking like I'm just giving you my train of thought. We haven't have any serious discussion or plan to do something like that right now, but we will have to think at some point, if it continues to go up like this, thinking of splitting our production maybe into system or something like that, just to make sure that we're not like overproducing in one place and losing our competitive advantage. We have to talk about it obviously and plan about it, because I mean, a big part of the move that we were doing here, we wanted to try to keep the structure footprint low. So it's a kind of a balancing act between the two, where you want to have an efficient structure, you want to have like an efficient structure setup, but at the same time, if you're focusing everything on the same few structure, especially build job, you're pushing the cost index through the roof. So maybe extending build in Laurent if possible, or one of these other low sec area. We have to think about it. There's a lot of discussion that we will need to have about that. So that's like my train of thought on that industrial operation for now. For the rest, also, what we're seeing is that in the amount of mineral we mine, well, we have access to a lot of ISEC system, but only two low sec ones. So we're in the mineral that we're taking in, we do get a lot more of the ISEC mineral compared to the low sec one. So we're in a way we probably gonna have to import some of that, the same as we're doing with the null sec mineral right now. So that's like the thing that is impacting us right now on the industrial part. War and politics. Well, politics has been pretty stable this week. We did have like a few local fight, but nothing major, no big war. Little fight regularly. We did run 3 PvP operation, which were actually pretty successful. We're actually making money with our PvP operation right now, which is mostly gate camp. So this one of our operation at Gandista here, and then you got this one here was another operation at Vicania, and another one here. So those are 3 operations that we run this week. You do see in our kill board that sometimes we lose, like individual member will lose fight. They did try to shoot down a fob, I think, and that didn't work very well. Got these lost here. I mean, I got 100 members, so I don't track like every single loss of any member. We didn't lose like our last corp operation. We didn't lose ship in the op per se. So most of the loss that we have are individual member doing their stuff, or just like a quick form up to defend or try to engage enemy. So these are what happened this week. Aside from that, Tanak from my own playtime this week, I did get the opportunity to run a lot of incursion, and I did sell 2 of my I told you last week that I'm trying to turn my LP into ISK. So I did manage to sell 2 of my implant that I had, my 6% implant. So I am now ISK positive on the whole operation. I'm probably like 500, 50 million, 50 to 100 million above what I actually paid for the implant in cash, and I still have 2 implants for sale. So wallet wise, I'm getting at a comfortable 15 billion in liquid ISK in my wallet, and these are like I still have like 4 million skill point, Concord skill point to try and sell. I'm not sure that this using trying to get from LP, trying to get a use implant to get to trade my LP is the best move there is. So I'm gonna look at, like, do I have other opportunity, other way of doing that this week? Aside from that, what you can expect from this week? Well, our fleet are growing. We had one of our PvP operation where we got almost 20 people in fleet. We are recruiting more people, so we are on a climb. We're not at a point yet where we can consider anchoring large structure, or where I would be comfortable in anchoring large structure, let's say. I still want to gain some more string before I even consider that. But we might increase, like I said, we might start thinking about increasing our station footprint a little more to add another station in another system. So that I want to look at. I am starting to scout like all those neighboring system. Starting to think Poco. At the same time, I mean, it's really a level of, for me, it's really a question of how much implication I want to put in game. Like, do I want to manage a war? Do I want to and well, obviously, I mean, if I want the corp to continue growing, I need to invest some more time. I do have, like, my officer right now, they're doing a fantastic job of running the corp. I know I'm even not online at the busiest time for the corp, because I would say the busiest time for the corp is Euro time, and I'm NA time. So when I get in, like, okay, like, let's say tonight we got like 8 people online. We do have, it goes up to 15, 20, some depending on the night. A lot more on Euro time, and the guys have been doing a fantastic job. We really need, at that point, what we really need to do is just like take some time together and start like planning, like, how do we keep growing, or even do we want to keep growing? I mean, you always want to make more ISK, you always want to, but there's a lot of guys in the corp that are actually in a real comfortable spot in their EVE life. I mean, they're doing what they enjoy, and they're having fun playing, doing industry in a good setup, making money out of it. So at some point, do you actually want to go looking for trouble, or do you want to keep calm in your little area? So we need to like look at those options and decide for ourselves what we want to do. So that's about it. It was like a very calm week. We didn't have like that big an increase because we had a lot of headwind, because I had it set up here before. I had Tritanium, but a lot of them are like this, where like the mineral price peak and then drop down a little bit, so that like maybe 10% compared to last week. So, but when you got like a 10 billion mineral stockpile, well, a decrease in 10% in mineral price will make you lose $1 billion. So that's part of being a larger group. So it does come with the territory that I'm at some point. I've never had a week where since I started, I've never had a week where I had the week at a lower value than the one before. So we had progression every week, and it's still true this week because I did run a lot of incursion. But at some point, if we keep growing at this rate, my own individual contribution is not, I mean, proportionally to the number of people in corp, will become smaller, and our actual asset that we have deployed in our stockpile and everything, I mean, we're not all liquid, so these items will fluctuate in price. So if you have a huge stockpile, well, I mean, if price go down in a week and you have a lot of stuff on the market, or a large mineral stockpile, which will usually be the case for a large industrial corp, well, it does impact your net worth that way. So anyway, this is what happened this week. Was a little calmer than usual. We'll take it while it lasts. So I hope you guys enjoy. Probably gonna try to do another. I'm getting into the beat now with more people watching the channel, to try to at least to upload one. Like, I'm gonna keep like the Friday update for the industrial empire series, and do another video during the week for various industry topic in Eve. Maybe try to dip my toe into, like, sometime if I have a few hours to try another game, just to see, maybe like do some first impression on another game. But I know that, I mean last time I did try to do some other video. You guys started following me because of Eve, so I'm guessing that you want to see more Eve content. So it's a little bit of a juggling act between doing stuff for me and doing stuff for you. Hopefully you'll find what I do enjoyable and entertaining. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. So have fun, guys, and we'll see you later this week. Bye bye.